You've all seen them, and you've all wondered why. Now, Sherry Simpson, owner of KeenFit Walking Poles, explains to us the advantages and benefits of pole walking.
It's an amazing advantage walking with poles. As soon as you use poles, you not only increase your cardiovascular a minimum of 20% without going any faster or any harder, but also you increase your calorie burn up to 48%. They actually did a study where the people who did the test didn't believe the results because they thought, but it's easier to use the poles than it does not using the poles. That doesn't make any sense. But it is really true. We have over 50% of our major muscle groups are in our upper body. And that means that when we're walking without poles, nothing's happening with over 50% of our major muscle groups. And when you use those muscles, you become a more effective, shall we say, four-legged animal, and that efficiency factor goes up amazingly. So it's a lot more fun, and it's actually easier on you. We load the ground impact at 26% less with every step than with walking without poles. So for anybody with back, hip, knee, ankle, or feet challenges, they love poles because it just makes it so much easier on them. It's important to get the right technique, particularly to get the best benefits. I mean, otherwise you can be just sort of hauling some poles around or slopping them around. But if you want to use them effectively, we actually have free clinics where we teach them. It's a punch-pull motion in one of our techniques. We teach the KeenFit walking system, which encompasses a punch-pull method where the arms are actually bent and the forearm is parallel to the ground, punching and pulling back with always the pole in a backwards motion, as well as another one which is more similar to the traditional Nordic walking technique where the arms are straight and you pivot from the shoulder. Pendulum push is what we call it, and we pivot forward. My mother-in-law got a pair. She gave them to me and I started to use them. And particularly I couldn't get over the upper body toning when I started to use them, and then the added energy I had, and the great thing was 6 months later I lost 30 pounds. And I just was blown away. I thought, well, if it happened for me, why can't it do that for other people? We're in a bad situation with our health right now. I mean, we're at epidemic proportions with cancer, diabetes, stroke, heart disease, and obesity. And yet at the top of the list to help prevent and often even help cure many of those health challenges, what's at the top of the list? Exercise. And walking is the easiest form of exercise we can pretty much all do. The best thing for people is to get out 5 times a week for a minimum of a half an hour, okay? 30 minutes of pole walking is equivalent to 50 minutes of regular walking, too. But the other thing is, getting out every other day is also wonderful. But I'd say at least if you can build it up 15, 20 minutes to 30 minutes, that's a really good way to go. You're going to get a lot of benefits. The neat thing about walking with poles is that it turns a simple walk around the block into an efficient, effective, aerobic, total body workout.